Hey everyone, in my last video we looked at the CAGED system and the shapes that are involved with that. So today we're going to look at how to connect the major scales in one octave with each CAGED shape. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with the open C major chord. Nice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play C major scale in the open position. Now if you've never played that before, we'll go through each note individually. So we're going to start with the C on the A string, 3rd fret. Ring finger, so we keep that position of 1 finger per fret, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, right? Okay, good. 3rd finger, 3rd fret, well, 3rd fret and 3rd finger, the A string. Nice, now we have the open D, middle finger, 2nd fret, ring finger, 3rd fret. So we have, good, open G, 2nd fret of the G, open B, 1st fret. That takes us through the octave. So try to keep that in mind as you're doing it, that you're just building around the C chord. That's all the major scale does, right? It just fills in the gaps of the chord. As when we're building a chord, we're just skipping over each note in the scale. Perfect. So now we're going to move into the A shape. This is a very common major scale pattern, so let's get this one down. We're going to start with our middle finger here, so we'll be in 2nd position, meaning that our 1st finger is on the 2nd fret. So we're going to start with our middle finger, same root, 3rd fret of the A string. So we have 3rd fret, 5th fret with our pinky. Now we're going to go to the D string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, G string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. So it looks like this. Great. Now we're going to go to our G. So this one's going to look a little different. Maybe you haven't played a major scale exactly like this. What I just played probably sort of in the wheelhouse, I would say, of most guitar players when they learn the major scale. So the next one we're actually going to start with our pinky, and there's going to be some a little bit weird position shifts, but you'll get used to it. So let's start G shape. And I should stop here and say, if you aren't fully used to these shapes, go back to my last video, check out the CAGED shapes, and get those down before you try to connect the major scales with it, just to make it a little bit easier. You kind of want to know the chords first. Anyway, let's get back into this. So, G, great. Middle finger, pinky, is going to be on the 8th fret of the low E. So, pinky on the low E. Now we're going to play 5, 7, 8 on the A string. Alright. We have 5, 7 on the D. And here's the position shift, 4, 5 on the G. So again. I like to finish with the chord at the end so you can hear how it resolves. Just so you have the idea of what is actually happening. Next, we're going to go to the E shape, and that's going to look very similar to what we played in the A shape. So E shape, same idea. Now the middle finger is going to start on the 8th fret of the low E. We're going to play 8, 10, 7, 8, 10 on the A, and 7, 9, 10 on the D. I'm just playing through one octave so you can get the idea, but of course you can extend it. And I will put that on the Patreon. I will extend the full scale for people, so that'll be helpful. Now let's go to our D shape here. So we're going to start at the 10th fret of the D string. That's our octave of where we started on the last one. So we're going to play 10, 12 on the D, 9, 10, 12 on the G, and then 10, 12, 13 on the B. Now, what we're going to do here is jump up to our C chord and finish it off. So this is going to look very similar to your G actually, because we're starting with the pinky. So if you remember back on the 8th fret, it's going to look very similar. So we have 15 on the A string. That's our root, that's our C. Okay, we're going to play 12, 14, 15 on the D, 12, 14 on the G, 12, 13 on the B. Great. Now, from this, we've done all the major scales in one octave, right? And that's awesome. The other thing you can do is arpeggiate through the chords. If you just play each note at a time. And you'll notice a lot of your arpeggios in general are built off of that. So that's another one for the next video, just to keep the caged idea going so you can kind of get a complete look on this. Again, I hope this video was helpful. If you want to support me, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.